Talk to me. Ooh, I'm seeing it right now. Sent a photo. Let's look. I'm loading it on the phone. I'm pretty sure it's not going to show it on the phone. So let me go to the Twitter here. But anyway, all the stuff I've been seeing is like terrible social interactions caused by Pokemon Go. And I've seen a lot of people. Oh, it's because it's too white on the screen. I see. I've seen a lot of people that have had issues with the servers or their items go missing, and everybody's like, they should have known. They should have known it was gonna be bad. Blah 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 blah. You know, stuff like that. And like, what did you expect to happen? The whole world is trying to download Pokemon Go. You think servers are good enough for that? All right, so here's what Weenie sent us, and it is. Oh, give me a picture. With all the new Pokemon Go, you can find your new pals anywhere. And the kid's walking through like a toxic sludge in the middle of traffic, and he's on the train tracks trying to catch a Charmander. That's basically real life, though. That's the sad parody of what's going on. That is real life. My buddy Armando, I was talking to him, and he was like, you know, the saddest part about Pokemon Go is the 20-minute walk it usually takes me to get to work is now going to take me like 2-3 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, you idiot. Just go to work, man.
I've got it's funny, a few of my friends that I know who were excited about Pokemon Go literally posted like tweets, hey, we're going on a road trip for Pokemon. I'm like, are you really?
The app is not available in Norway.
They were like,
don't worry, it's not available where all the servers are down.
Yeah, and then they were like, so if I go to the gym, I'm gonna find fighting Pokemon, right? Like they're literally using Pokemon logic in the real world, which they state you can find them anywhere.
Right.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure you can catch all the Pokemon inside your home.
I think my favorite meme that I saw, because the memes right now are great because it's people just screenshotting Pokemon Go on random stuff. There was like when you're about to smash, but a random Pokemon appears, and it was like the Pokemon was covering up the girl's asshole. It was fucking funny. And it was like there were other ones. It was like when you had the strip club and you can't focus because there's too many rare Pokemon, and it was like a girl on a pole, and the Pokemon's on the. It was great. You should definitely go through and look for some Pokemon memes, Pokemon Go memes. The internet's already ruined it. It's been 27 hours, I guess, and the internet has ruined Pokemon Go already. But it's great. I love it. Childhood will never be the same. I feel bad for like the 10-year-old kids that are like, oh yeah, let's play Pokemon, and then they're like, the hell is this? You know what I mean? Like they see all the counterculture. Weedy says I just like the battling system. My girlfriend is playing it. I didn't even ask her about it. I was like, I don't want to know. She goes, I just like the battling system. All it comes down to is who can tap the screen faster. I would just blue stacks it with an auto clicker. I wish they did it with the static battling system that everybody loves. Take a page from Words with Friends and let us battle our friends too. Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good. But maybe they'll implement that later. Maybe they're trying to get the product out as fast as possible. Because I mean, look how many people downloaded it. I'm sure a lot of people. I saw there was like social growth on Twitter was like, oh yeah, we bought 30 of the accessories and we're gonna give them away. I'm just like, I mean, they had like thousands of retweets. It's like, Jesus, man, people love them Pokemon Go accessories. Bam Bam goes, I just woke up and feel like a potato. I'm sorry you feel like Channing Tatum. Shots fired. Oh man, I don't have my soundboard up. Let me run my soundboard.
No, and invisible gyms are now real.
Invisible gyms? What the fuck does that mean?
Mike, there's a tweet from Austin Creed. I won't disclose his Twitter, but he says, my closest gym is legit behind this fence. They're taking this way serious. It's not even built yet. Hashtag Pokemon Go. And it's just like a fence with like a light pole behind it. And then it's just completely barren.
Lieutenant Surge's gym. It's underground. Wow. I don't know. The meme culture is gonna be really exciting for me, just because I like to make fun of people.
People are creating like physical cars. So because it states you must walk to move your avatar, you actually have to walk in real time. So here's weird little things about Pokemon Go I hope you folks actually realize the phone is constantly using your GPS, so you're going to drain power. You're constantly pinging not only your phone, but you're running your data. So I hope you folks on a data plan realize this game is not for you. Only unlimited data plans should be playing this. And honestly, in all fairness, people are already doing a cheat, I would say, but some people are going out of their way. There's essentially like using like a little remote control car and zooming it around their house, or they put it on like in some cases they're remodifying how the Nintendo DS, or in my case 3DS, has a walking feature. For some games you get coins that you can use in the game, so you can purchase like the map, or you can buy some unlockables. But it constantly caps you at 300 coins as you walk, and they're using this fake movement to simulate the walking that you're going to do. So I mean, there's a lot of ingenuitive people out there who are just extremely smart and lazy.
America will find a way to be fat. That's my theory. My general theory for the world: America will find a way to be fat, and this is it. Like like the one video game that makes you walk around and do stuff other than like just dance and shit. But I mean, like the one game everybody loves that makes you walk around, and people are like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna do it. Just roll around in a car." I'm sure it eats batteries. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it kills your phone. It
also, and here's another thing. I guess this is also real. If you're indoors, please don't use a what do they call it? A freaking, I can't even think of it now. The exercise machine you walk on it.
The treadmill.
Yes, I couldn't think of the word.
America has found a way to be so fat they forgot the word treadmill.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get that movement, but the game is now also encouraging people to go out at night.
Oh my god, don't go out at night. Don't go out at night. If you wouldn't have done this before Pokemon, do not go out at night for Pokemon. You will get stabbed for your iPhone. I'm just putting that out there. You will. It'll happen eventually. It might not be the first night, but if you make a habit of it, people are going to see that. They're going to take notice.
Yeah. And you look really weird compared to regular people who've never heard of this game ever.
I'm just waiting for like the super try-hard commando dude that's like, I will catch all the Pokemon. I will go outside with my Glock 27 strapped to my hip. I don't give a fuck where I go. I will catch all the Pokemon. And like, there's gonna be a news scene. It's like, Pokemon trainer shoots gang member in standoff for phone. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, I bet it's already memed.
I'm sure it has. It's gonna be the total reversal. It's gonna be terrible.
Oh my goodness. Some of these memes are hilarious though.
They are, they're great. Chan, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. We were talking about Pokemon Go and how absolutely ridiculous it is. It's just so ridiculous. I don't know. It's in a perfect world it would be great, but we don't live in a perfect world, so it's not great. It's not great. All right, let's move on to the next topic because we can make fun of this forever. Pokemon Go is the type of game to try making kids go outside. Yeah, and with this generation doesn't know what outside is. So when a video game tells them to go outside, this is where bad things happen. All right, and this is why. All right, let's go to the next topic. Let's click and spin and see what we get here. Ah, the Dreamcast 2. All right, I have a link for this somewhere. The Dreamcast 2. It's an Uproxx link.
I did remember hearing about this. This is crazy. This is the community, or like a Kickstarted fund, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. So the real story here is that, okay, well, I think they took down the page of what I said, but I know all the information. The real story here is that Facebook's algorithm for news generation and the hot topics on the right side put up, oh, the Dreamcast 2 could be built in the future, right? So the problem with that is Sega has stopped making hardware. They stopped making hardware a long time ago, probably 10 years or so. But because there's a Facebook group with about 882 members in it that are supporters for a Kickstarter, a fan-based Kickstarter that is trying to pitch the idea of Sega building a Dreamcast 2 using modular PC parts. That's the idea. They're trying to raise $1 million to pitch the idea to Sega, right? To pitch an idea. And because it had so much activity on Facebook, Facebook's algorithm generator was like, oh yeah, we're just going to go ahead and say Dreamcast 2 is a thing. And everybody was like, Dreamcast 2 is a thing? Click here. And it's not a thing. It's not going to happen. Sega has no intention of going back and making a Dreamcast 2. They have no intention of getting back into the hardware business. You know, they're not going to be making bread boxes anymore. They're not going to be making processors anymore. They're not going to do any of that. The idea is that if they just want Sega to mass produce them. Like, they've already built a Dreamcast 2 using Intel i5s and stuff like that. So it's basically an Alienware Alpha, or like a Steam machine, same type deal, with Dreamcast 2, put it on the side. So these guys had an idea to make a modular PC console crossover. Their idea, which wasn't their idea in the first place because it's been done. They just wanted to have Sega mass produce it. So I'm just like, why are you trying to raise $1 million for this? Because it's not going to happen. Even if you get, I don't know, 10,000 people to back you, that's a drop in the bucket as far as people buying these consoles are going to go. Like, it's not going to happen. So that's the big news, is Dreamcast 2 is a lie. It is a lie. Or it's more like a dream cast.
Yeah, it is a dream.
It's a dream.
To have a Dreamcast.
For two random dudes and 882 followers as of last week on Facebook. That's the idea. I don't understand why they would try and pitch modular PC crossover consoles, but if that's what they want to do, they can do it. It's them. I just don't see it working out. I could see
if it was 10 million plus people or more.
Oh yeah,
like
if it had a huge backing.
Like a huge backing plus a huge following, I could see like, oh my god, the people want this. Like this is a thing, and Sega would probably have already known about it and jumped the gun.
Right? They would have, if they wanted the idea, they would have just bought the idea.
Or correction, Nintendo would have jumped the gun.
I think Sega has just said that they're never going to get back into the hardware game. They're not going to do it anymore. So
no, and I will say though, the Dreamcast honestly was one of my favorite systems back in the day. I mean, you had games like Power Stone.
Power Stone was great.
Phantasy Star Online.
Real Fishing. I played the shit out of Real Fishing.
Great.
That was one of the first where like the controller vibrated and everything.
Yeah. I liked a handful of the RPGs. I liked, what was it, Shenmue. Where you're the Asian kid trying to like basically take back your honor, find out why your father was killed.
That was a great game.
And the way it ended meant there was going to be a sequel. But when it came out, they basically had already been a dying console thanks to the PS2 release and the Xbox. It was like the Dreamcast came out, and the new big players dropped their new consoles, and the Dreamcast was no more. But they were one of the first consoles to introduce voice acting in their games. Like the PS2 and the Xbox, this hadn't been done. You had to read all this stuff, like in Final Fantasy 8 and 9, and it was a little annoying. But then when you had
the worst is when you were playing an RPG and you have the little bleep thing, where as you like try to speed run through the chat, it's just like and we go across. I'm just like, oh my god, stop.
Yeah, that was actually annoying.
I probably skipped 90% of the dialogue in every game I ever played because I was smart enough to figure out what to do without having to read the dialogue, and I was annoyed enough to skip the dialogue every time. I was like, I can't do it anymore. After like the first 10 minutes of I was like, no, don't do it anymore. Don't do it to me. I had enough of this in Mega Man X. I'm done. Like, I'm done with this. No more.
Oh man. But yeah, like, I mean, those games got ported over to, the Xbox or the PlayStation, wherever the rights went.